Hello, everybody. Welcome back to My Free Life. I'm Sax Williams, and I just want to say thank you before we get going on this video. I know that my little channel is nothing to brag about, but what I see is over 1,000 strangers willing to spend their precious time to watch me try to figure out my life. And for that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Well, for me, leaving the grid is gonna be all about proper planning and baby steps. Of course, my baby steps are going to be more like baby speed walking pace because I plan on doing this all within a few weeks. So I'm planning on 100% off-grid freedom within a few weeks from now. But please do not mistake that as my plan to be 100% off grid and comfortable in a few weeks. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I want to be at a point here in the next 4 to 6 weeks where I can be on my land permanently, but that does not mean comfortably. That's a task I'm prepared for, and I'm ready and willing to take on that challenge. So, what is one of the first things that I've been doing? Stockpiling seeds. Right about now, you're probably saying, Sax, I thought you said you don't know nothing about gardening. I don't. But here's one thing I do know is I have to learn, and I know that seeds will be more valuable in a post-apocalyptic doomsday scenario. Hopefully that never arises, but I'm not going to wait until it arises to find out that, oh, snap, I probably maybe a little bit should have been kind of prepared for that. So I'm just going to prepare for that. Seeds, all right? Because seeds is more important than money. Your money's not going to mean nothing. Credit cards, debit cards, that bank accounts, what are those in a post-apocalyptic situation? All right, seeds isn't just food. It's food that you can continue to grow year after year after year. Grow your harvest, then round your seeds. Save those seeds to grow the next year. You have a continuous food supply off of those seeds. So seeds are very important. Now, I'm going to grow some as soon as I get out there, but I'm still learning on how to do that. But one thing I know is how important they are. So that's why seeds is one of the number one things on my prep list before I go out here to the country. As far as I can tell, the 3 most important things are going to be food, water, shelter. Coming in number 4 will be security. I got that covered too. So that's food. Now water. Obviously, I made it very clear in my previous video of how important it was for me to find land either on water or very, very close to water in case I had to harvest it. So that will all be about filtration system at this point. But I will have continual water where I purchase my land to harvest and filter if I need to. Until that happens, well, I'll be good to go. I can have water delivered. I can drill for a well. I can do a lot of different things. But even if all that fails, my land sits right beside water that I can harvest and I can filter and I can use. So that's food and water. Now, shelter. So when it comes to shelter, as previously stated, I'm going to harvest the wood off the land and the stone off the land, and I'm going to build me a beautiful cabin. But in the meantime, I'm going to need some immediate shelter. So I've been tossing up some few ideas, some bushcraft ideas, some different ideas, something that can create a shelter immediately within 24 hours, 48 hours that can sustain me while I get everything else figured out. So I've been tossing up a couple ideas in my head, and this is an idea that I'm going off of. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Let me know down in the comments what you think, but here's what I'm thinking. So all my gardening research, I've found out that high top tunnels are a really big thing. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, that's just some PVC stretched to, okay, cool. Easy, cheap. So what if I took that idea, set me up a high top tunnel, ran some mesh around it, either some chicken wire or some other steel mesh around that, and then Portland cemented that to create an actual solid structure inside of that high top tunnel, and I'll be able to have a very cheap, very easy, realistic shelter temporarily while I construct the things that I'm going to construct out there on the land, while I harvest the wood, while I mill it all down, while I make my clearing. So I'm thinking I'm going to try that. I'm going to go with maybe a 10 foot by 20 foot high top tunnel, I think is what it's called. But I'm going to create the high tunnel out of the PVC, which costs you only $1.98, a 10 foot rod of some Schedule 40 PVC or whatever. And I'm going to take it a step further, cover that with some steel mesh, some wire mesh, and then Portland cement that so that that mesh acts as a rebar and create an actual solid structure around that, so I can have my little kitchen, my little living area. I'm not going to do a restroom inside of that temporary shelter. I'll do an outhouse on the outside of that because, not up inside where I'm living. Ain't going to happen. But I'm thinking that might work. Let me know what y'all think. And then the fourth and final thing, of course, is security. So make sure you have, protection for yourself to be able to take care of yourself. But that's about all I need to say on that. So any off-gridders out there that want to shoot me some tips or some tricks or something like that, things I might need to know before I get going on this journey, I would really appreciate having that information. If you want to message it down in the comments, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. But nothing special about this video, just a few ideas as I get closer and closer to going out there and trying to do some life-changing stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. I'm out.